What's going on, YouTube? I'm Donnie. All right, sorry I haven't been on YouTube for a while. I've just been busy all the time. It was winter time, getting dark early. Now we're in springtime, starting to get much nicer. So I hope you will be seeing me a lot more. Hopefully, I have the time to, record videos because it takes a lot of time to record videos. Today we are going to be installing or replacing my cab lights. These are from RECON. These are smoked white LED cab lights. Okay, I have the stacked cab lights on my truck. I'll show you. All right, these are the stock cab lights. They're amber, and they have the amber lenses. They're semi smoked with the amber lens. So we're gonna get rid of that amber lens and make them all smoked out. Okay, I replaced my mirror lights for the smoke white LED from Boost Auto. I'll show you what they look like. These are switchbacks. Here, truck doesn't want to start now. All right, well, these are the Boost Auto switchbacks. I really like the way these look. They look so much cleaner than the regular yellow ones, just like these that I have here. These I'm going to be replacing too soon. I cannot do this because we have to open the lights, but I will be smoking these lights out. I'm already talking to somebody, and we're going to be doing that soon, hopefully. But yeah, I really love the way the mirror cleaned out because it's all black and simple, just two colors. It looks amazing. Let's see if the truck can start. It won't start. So all right, let's not waste any more time. Those are my Boost Auto mirrors switchbacks. I'll show you after my other lights are replaced. I don't think that is, I don't think I need to show you how my lights look before, because most of you know already how they look like. But these I'll show you. Let me put you down here, and I will show you how this look. All right, first of all, the packaging is pretty nice. I like the box. I like the fact that it has a magnet, so you can actually keep these bags for anything, storing, I don't know, it's up to you. All right, so mirror caps, cap roof light lenses with LEDs for the 2015 to 18 Silverado. I think these will fit some 19s too that have the same body style as mine. Okay. The light itself looks just like the other one, but it's like really, really, really smoked out. Look at that. Like really dark. It is almost going to match the paint on the truck. See, they're so dark, and I love that. They come with this foam. This foam is raised a little bit more. I guess this is to, get a better seal, but I think I'm gonna use some silicone around this so we don't get any water spots. Here on this side you have your little wire and your plug. You can focus on that. Well, you get the point. Okay, so this is gonna be the center one. Recon sent me a shirt which I should be wearing, but I forgot about it. They sent me a sticker. This one is gonna go on my toolbox because every sticker that I get, I'll be, I put them on my toolbox. So that's gonna go on my toolbox, and I have the two sides. two side lights. They're the same quality. Really blacked out, like almost black. You can see no stripes or LEDs through there. You can see them but barely. Okay, same wire for this one. Same thing for this one. One is left and one is right. As I'll figure that out when I install these things. Okay, you know, they also give you the hardware, and the rest of the box is empty. All right, it comes with, I guess that's the thing that makes the difference between this one and the older ones. It's the style, these style things that go here. I don't think the other ones have that. That goes in there. Okay, so they give you 4 of those, and 4, I believe these are stainless steel bolts. Are they? No, these are not stainless steel, but they give you these chrome little bolts. I'm sure that's a 10 millimeter. I have a 10 millimeter right here. Yep, it's a 10 millimeter. Okay, the harness, since these lights have, I already have the cab lights. I don't have to drill holes. I don't have to drill nothing. I just got to take the headliner down just a little bit. That's why I have my sunroof open. Okay, my sunroof is open. So I can stand on my seats, and I'll be able to get to my lights from inside here. I don't have to. My truck is really big, you know. It's got a 9-inch lift, so it's huge. Otherwise I would have, I don't know what I would do to install it there, but I'm sure I will figure it out, or try to step on the hood without denting it. So I looked out on this. Actually, I wanted to do that, to have my cab lights. So next thing, I got to get my glasses out of the way. They were right there. All right, so we are going to do, okay, this is the first time I do this or remove the headliner in this truck. I have removed headliners before, not in this truck. So like, everybody has one of these things. I noticed this the other day. You push your glass holder down. You have in the center here, you have this button panel. You pull it down and everything comes out. Now you need to disconnect all these plugs. Okay, all these plugs, I guess I just took them down. So all these plugs are different, so you won't have a problem putting them back, because they only go in one way. One thing that made my life easier was a pick tool. There are better ones than these for this type of jobs, but this made my life easier. All right, so now I have 1 and 2 screws right here. I don't know what this is. 1 and 2 screws, and I'm gonna take this piece down. So let's do that. Okay, I was able to pull this whole thing down after I removed the 2 screws. They were just regular Phillips head screws. Okay, then he had these 2 clips, one in here goes in there, one in there that goes in there. So just, if you feel like you want to do it, pull it down. But I'm always afraid to break stuff, so I use this tool to pry them down. Okay, and they came down real easy. It's time consuming to go find the tools and do this and do that and do that, but yeah, that's there. Now I'm gonna disconnect this connector and this connector. This piece is gonna come down, and then I'm gonna continue doing the rest of the headliner. Okay, that was pretty simple. Just remove the 2 connectors and the whole piece came down. So I'm gonna put these in a safe place back here where it doesn't scratch anything or anything. Now I'm going to be taking down this thing and to see what we have underneath here. We have a little cover here. I hope you can see that. This is for my mirror. I believe this thing can come down. Can come out. Okay. All right. So we have all right, so that's the cap for the visor. We're gonna put it somewhere around here safe. And I need to go get a Torx bit. I'm gonna look in here and see what we have here. This one also has a screw. So I like using the pig tool, or I have a tiny screwdriver somewhere. It was here. It was here before. All right, we'll find it after. Okay. Another Torx bit, so I'll be right back. All right, to remove the sun visor clip, all you need to do is take the screw out with a 15 Torx bit, okay, or a star bit, whatever you want to call it, and then it's gonna be free. You don't need to remove the clip from the headliner. You can just leave it alone. Then you have 3 more of the same size on this side to remove the sun visor. Guys, you always keep your hands clean, okay? Not because of the corona, because you don't want to dirty your headliner. You want to keep it as clean as possible. At least in my case, I do. I don't want it dirty, or I don't want like a clean patch over the rest of the headliner. My headliner is pretty new, so I want to keep it that way. So even if, you know, I get my hands dirty from touching tools or dust from the inside there, and I feel like I'm gonna dirty my headliner, I'm gonna take the time, I'm gonna wash my hands, come back, and keep my headliner clean. It's very important. So I'm gonna take these out, and we're gonna continue. Be back. Okay, to remove the sun visor, all you gotta do is pull it down. It has a little clip right there, so I use my small screwdriver and pry it out. It comes out, so put this one in a safe place where it's not gonna get dirty. Okay, always keep your hands clean and your parts clean. If you don't care, it's okay. All right, now we need to do 2 more things. We need to remove the pillar. I don't think we need to take it all the way down, but at least just remove it from the pillar and the ocean handle. We need to remove this one too. And for that one, let's see what we got here. Okay, all right, I used the pig tool, grab the ocean handle, this thing from the top to the bottom, and I open them up, and I believe that would be a 8mm socket, which I have here in my pocket. Okay, so yeah, 8mm sockets, guys. Always remember, look inside the socket and make sure that it's clean. In this case, this one is clean. I cleaned it off a little bit, and I also washed my hands again. Okay, so we're gonna be removing these 2 screws with 8mm, these 2 screws with a 10mm. Okay, be right back when it's done. Okay, guys, I remove the screws for the ocean handle with the 8mm. I pop these little caps off the pillar handle. Okay, now I'm going to be removing this gasket, okay, that will give them clearance, and I will be able to pull the headliner down, and then we gotta figure out how this thing is gonna come down. I suppose it has. We just pull it down and take it out from there. Don't scratch anything. Put it in a safe place in the back of the car. So now we have some access, and the headliner. If I didn't have holes already for my lights, I would remove the C-pillar, and I would go, you know, I would try to remove as much as I can so the headliner can lean as much as I can. But since almost everything is ready for me and my installation is just a plug and play, I only need like a little bit of room to undo my connector and install my new lights and screw them back on. All right, so everything that we did on this side, now we need to do it on the other side. All right, the hardest part was to remove this thing, and that's pretty much it. Now I'm gonna jump on the other side, and after I'm done with the other side, then I'll show you how much room we have with the headliner actually when it's loose. Okay guys, I already removed this whole side, so now we have a little bit of room. I think this is more than enough room. You just got to be careful not to bend the headliner, okay? Because if you bend it, you're gonna have a crease on it, you're gonna have a line on it. You do not want that, so don't pull too hard on it. The headliner is velcroed to the surround of the sunroof. I'll show you. Let's see if you can see the velcro, like a velcro here. I hope you can see that there. And it's got velcro here. It's got another one here. It's got one there and another one there. Same thing on this side. Okay, so again, I use this tool to push it in between, and I pry them open, because if I pull down too hard, they are glued up there, and you may rip the glue from either side. You'll never get those back, and you will never get the headliner back in place the way it was. So, you know, I always try to be as gentle as possible when I do things. Okay, so I recommend either these, or you can use anything. You can do those blue panel poppers. Always have one handy. In this case, I just had, you know, these, and this was the fastest thing that I could grab. I did go out the sunroof. Now I gotta remove. It's only 3 screws that I gotta remove. I mean 4 screws that I gotta remove, and the lights will pop out. And it's just really a simple installation. Just, you know, you just gotta take your time. Wash your hands every time. Okay. Never works with dirty hands, especially when you're working around the sunroof. The sunroof gets dirty, and it also has grease in the tracks. So if you get, you know, if you get greasy, either have a clean rag around you to wipe your hands, or if possible and better, go wash your hands again. Okay, so now what I'm gonna be removing is, I'm gonna start with the center. Let's see if I can bring you guys closer. Sorry about my editing and my camera shots, but I just want to get this video out there to you guys, because it's been too long, and I've been trying to edit, and I really suck at editing. I see the... Alright, now we got a plug right here. Can you see it? Yeah, you can probably see it. Let me move this thing out of the way. It's right here, so we need to disconnect it. Let's see how we can disconnect it and pull this out. Oh my god, this is the sucky part. All right, that's why I normally have my pick tool. It makes life a lot easier prying these things out. locked. So I can unlock it. Oh, actually, I think it just takes that. All right, so I'm gonna repeat that same process to all the other two, and then I'm gonna be removing them. We have the screw, you can see it's right here is one of them, and then the other one is going to be right up here. Okay, and then you're gonna have one over here on the side underneath and one on the other side. All right, and so let's remove those and I'll get back to you. Okay, all right, I already took them all out, right? All 4 screws, which are right here. I'm gonna show you. These are the old screws. Comes with the same spider, same 10mm nut, but there is a problem with these. These are, let's get the box. They're supposed to be plug and play, right? Yeah, that really sucks because it's kind of upsetting. 2015, 2018 Chevy. I suppose 3rd gen body style. Complete wiring kit sold separately. But I suppose the complete wiring was for, at least when I talked to them, they said it was for lights without, the wiring harness was for cars without the wiring harness. There is nothing else in this box. It's totally empty. Okay, and the DEM connections or the DEM connectors are not going to fit because I have this style connector. By the way, guys, if you're taking the original, it's going to have that clip on the side, so all you have to do is look for that. Look for the clip on the side and they will come out really easy. Okay, they will release really easy. It looks like there is another one on top from the connector, but no, don't use that. Just look for the one on the side and they will come out. But look at these and look at these. See the difference? That's not gonna go in there, and it's not gonna go in the other one. So the only thing that I would say I can do at this point to get this done and get it done tonight is hardwiring these to these. So pretty much I'm gonna have to splice these, get the 2 wires that I need, connect them to this. Lucky for me, I started early. Okay, oh, another thing that I wanted to show you. On the stack light, you see that rubber piece? That rubber piece is the same rubber piece we have on this one. This one is slightly raised. This one is like really raised. You see it? Really raised. So I'm sure this is gonna protect it from getting water, maybe more than this one. So I'm gonna apply some silicone to this side, to the new ones. Okay. All right, so what I have to do now is, these are actually the same side, Figure out how I'm gonna splice these things and hurry up doing this because I'm gonna run out of light. It's supposed to be plug and play. This really sucks. I'll be back. I'm gonna do one and see if it works, and then we'll keep going with the other ones. Okay, so I spliced them both, okay, this one and this one. So what I want to do now is, so I don't have to put the key in the ignition. I don't want to put the key in the ignition and start the car and maybe cause a problem. I'm gonna use my test light, okay, With this test light, I can add power, or I can add ground. I mean, with this button, I can do plus and minus, so power and ground, and I can also add ground with this, so I can make the light work. This is pretty good when you are using speakers. So this is our old LED. We're going to add ground to it, and we're going to add power. I suppose the black one is ground, so let's switch them out. That's how normally is. And silver one, or the gray one, it's power, so we're going to add power to it. And like I had said, something in my ear. It's like see? A mosquito went in my ear. Okay, now we're gonna test this one out. So now we suppose it's the same thing, black and red. Black and red. Oh boy, look at how bright that is. Okay, so now we're just gonna join them together. So I got this and this. I was gonna, sorry about that. Sorry guys, my tripod is having technical issues. Okay, now I was gonna crimp this on and heat shrink it, but I think that's gonna take too long, and these things are not supposed to get water inside. So if we ever see the traces of water, we're gonna stop whatever we're doing, take this thing apart and address that. So these things will never see water really, so I'm not gonna really worry about it. I'm just gonna put them together by hand and add electrical tape, which is this is a pretty decent electrical tape. This is Scotch electrical tape. This one is pretty good. Okay, so let's get doing this. Line them up. So I'll show you what I do here. I try to wind them up really tight. Okay, so even if I pull them, just give it like a slight pull. If it doesn't come out, you're good. It's not gonna come out. So that's why you got to make sure they're tight. Okay, so I do the same thing on the other side. I want them up pretty like pretty tight. So if you add like what 5 pounds of pressure or something like that, it's not gonna come off. All right, then we're gonna add some tape to it. One side at a time. I really didn't think I was gonna have to do this. I don't know if I were supposed to call them or whatever, but I really don't want to, because I waited long enough for these lights. I wasn't supposed to get these lights. These are the normal white LEDs. I wanted to get the ones that they have that are strobe. Sorry about me switching cameras on and off, but yeah, I wanted to get the ones that were strobe on white and they strobe on the amber, and I could also run white or amber if I wanted to, but they ran out of those, and I couldn't get them. I waited about 7 weeks for them because I called them up. They had said that they were gonna get them. They didn't get them, and I guess now with Corona and all that stuff that's going on, they are not sure when they would be getting them. So I opted for just, settle for these pretty much. But I thought they were gonna be like just plug and play, just move. You know what I mean? Okay. Even your tape, guys, make sure it's kind of tight so the less moisture goes in there, the better. Okay. And I try to make the connections nice and even so the wire is not. Okay, so now we can test this again. What we're going to need to maybe do this. I use this pick tool as my connection since I cannot put the wire in there. I mean the thing, so I would use this. Connect this thing to this, which is my ground. Make my ground touch in there. Okay. Make my ground touch in there. Sorry, it's really kind of difficult, especially with my broken finger. Okay. Now we're gonna add power and see if this thing lights up. It didn't even put power to it. Let's do this again. It's proving to be kind of difficult. Okay, ready?
From Michael Jackson Thriller. Well, they turned purple.
It's not working. All right, another way you can do it. All right, guys, I never got to test it, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna work. So now I'm out here trying to remove this light, and it's pretty tight. So I put the tape on because I may need to pry this down. So like I said, lucky for me, I have my sunroof and I can come out here. I know these tabs are probably gonna break. Oh, this thing is not even touching those tabs. So yeah, these things need to be pried up. That's pretty much what it needs to do. They just need to come up. That's why I'm putting tape on this thing. Let's wiggle it and see if it comes out. Okay, I removed the light. I had to pry on it with this thing. That's why I put this tape, because I didn't want to scratch my roof. Okay, and I kind of bent this thing up a little bit, but I did it on this side too because it had two tabs here. You can see them there, and it actually broke. So, but you don't really need that because this thing is actually supported with the thing. These things weren't even doing anything when they were in there. They were not doing anything, so don't worry about that. Okay, now I'm gonna remove the last one, and then we're gonna switch the other two things and see if they work. See if they actually work. Actually, before I do that, let me grab my light that it's actually fixed. Where's the wire? Where are you? Right there. I didn't want to do this, but I'm gonna have to. Just want to make sure they work. Okay. We're going to, hopefully you can see it, like the car. It's not working now. Let's see. Oh yeah. They're gonna work, so what I did is going to. All right. Hopefully we don't get check engines or anything like that. All right, so I'm gonna remove the other one, and then I'll take the next step. Sorry, this video is getting kind of long. All right, the third light was removed. So what I'm gonna do is did I just do this? It was done before. Yeah, I'm gonna remove that tape. I have water and alcohol right here. %70 proof. We're gonna wipe this off. Before I install the lights, now I'm not gonna polish these or anything. Before I install the lights, I might knock these down. I may not, but I'm gonna add a little bit of silicone around that area. That's why I'm cleaning it up, so silicone has a clean spot to lay on. Same thing over there, water and alcohol. That's better. All right, I'm gonna do same thing in that place where you're at, so come over here. The antenna I won't let you see, but it's pretty much the same thing. All right, I'm going to, sorry about the camera moving up and down, but it's hard to do this thing by myself. Okay, I'm going to, the neighbors, I'm going to be rewiring those other two lights that are left, and then when I'm ready to install them and do the glue, I'll come back. I'll put the camera back on. Alright, actually before I do the wiring, I went ahead and put a small, I hope you can see, small amount of silicone all around that thing. I did it here too, okay, and I did it all over them, okay, because I assure you that when I put more silicone around these, if I allow these to set on the paint, it's gonna dry better, and it's gonna dry to the surface of the paint. And it's, once you put the other silicone is gonna bond to this one more, and it's gonna minimize the chances of leaking than if I put a lot. And because I don't know if you ever grab a lot of silicone and it didn't dry, and if you grab a little bit, the little bit will dry faster. That's what's happening here. So that I'm gonna put silicone on top of that, and it's gonna adhere to these better, and less chances to leak. Okay. All right. Let me get back to doing what I gotta do. We'll come back when we're ready to finish this thing up. Okay. I have my 3 lights already wired. I really don't like placing these things on the bare paint, but I'm gonna have to. So I know this one was for my, this one is my passenger side, and this one is my driver's side. The reason I know, it's the shape that's left on the paint. You see it? Matches the shape on this thing. So let's get pushing this thing in. All we're doing is sneaking it in. And that's gonna go right there, just like that. It's a little bit tight to fit, but it will fit. Let's see. Yeah, that's gonna be perfect. So before we make it go in, we're gonna take this light. Sorry about my camera angle, guys, but we're gonna make sure we get a nice line of silicone all around it. Something like that. I saw a big chunk of. Alright, that should be enough silicone. Okay, so now we fit our wire, and I bet you money that this silicone is gonna bond to that one in there, because this is almost dry and it had the chance to adhere to the paint more than this will. Okay, we're gonna just place it in there, leave it in there. It's going to get tighter when we screw it on. Ooh, my phone almost went down. I'm gonna repeat the same process on the other 2, and then I'll show you the end result. Okay, just get done tying the lights on. Well, actually I bolt them on and I plug them in. So we're gonna start the truck and see if they actually work. Let's check it out. To start with, I think they look really sweet. They blend in with the truck and give it like a clean look. Much better. Now let's see how they work. Boom. Woo. All three working. It has something in the center, but that's like, it's not nothing broken. It's I guess that's where one of the screws is to put it back together. They all have it in the center, as you can see. Oh boy, I can't wait to see these at night. The installation was successful, so I think I'm going to go wash my hands one more time because right now they're dirty. Okay, and I'm going to put everything back inside. I hope you guys found this video helpful, because I couldn't find any videos on how to do these for a 2017 Chevy Silverado 2500 or 1500, because they're the same, anywhere in the internet or in YouTube. So I'm definitely posting this one, guys. Please subscribe, like this video, and let's wait for the next one. I'm definitely coming soon, okay? Hopefully I can be back next week. Thank you very much. Subscribe.